Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Voscoin YouTube channel. We're doing a live stream. So, a couple quick things. I know I'm not the best live presenter. It's something I'm going to spend some more time on researching, refining our setup. I actually bought a Stream Deck last year, and I've had it on my desk. It's awkwardly warm, and I just clicked a button. Hope I don't mess things up. But I bought the Stream Deck, and I just never really messed around with it. But one thing, I want to increase just the entertainment factor here for you guys on live streams, make them more interactive. I just got a pretty big sponsor for a live stream where we're going to be giving away at least $1,000 in cryptocurrency. Not today, so I'm not trying to mislead or anything. But in some incoming live stream content, we're going to be doing hardware giveaways. We're going to be doing some coin giveaways, and so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting, and we're closing in on 200,000 subscribers, which is so cool because it was such a long journey to 100,000, and to getting to 200 has been quick in comparison. So it's very, very cool and exciting. And with that, I want to celebrate. I don't think we did enough for 100,000. The market's exciting right now, and there's just there's a lot of opportunity. And I want to just kind of I don't know, make it fun and exciting. We're gonna have a live stream party. So let me know what I can do in live streams better, make it more entertaining. What I do that you don't like. Do we want background music on the live stream? Do we not? Oh, also, I've got a cool Tails clip. If you're into Tails, 10 seconds of Tails, which you better be. I got a cool Tails clip to share with you today. Serge, you said talk more about Aave and Uniswap. All right, because that's on my agenda for this stream. So, real quick, if you just YouTube Polkadot, right? Just Polkadot, like polka dots, but only result you see is the coin. So with that, one thing that's very interesting is you may have seen this Sheldon Evans guy. I feel like he popped up out of nowhere and just like his skyrocketing in like these charts and metrics. Like 344K is absolutely crazy viewership metrics. That would be my fourth most popular video if I had that metric. So I've actually been meaning to create a Polkadot review for months. I still haven't, but it's high on my agenda for next month. But I bring this up because him, along with other people, on YouTube, let alone like the rest of the space, news articles and things like that, it's really pushed Polkadot higher and higher. This isn't going to be a technical overview by any means. There's a lot of negativity coming out against DOT. And there's obviously a lot of support, and there's plenty of bag holders that are in here along the way. And so we look at the price performance over the last 30 days. 226%. That's pretty freaking wild. And when you look at the top coins by market cap, Polkadot is now number 4. We can kind of just go ahead and take this one off. So that would mean that Polkadot has become the third biggest actual cryptocurrency. That's pretty crazy. And it's been way too long since we've seen something rise above XRP. If you're an XRP fanboy, sorry, RIP, brother. Then we have Cardano, which has been, right down here. Chainlink and Litecoin just kind of continues to fall as, well, I'll leave it at that. And so the big takeaway here is kind of staying in tune with the market. What are the new hot coins? Why? And one thing I've noticed, and I haven't been in crypto the longest by any means, but one big takeaway for me is as the years have gone by, make sure I don't become out of tune with the market. And when new and exciting things launch, I don't just write them off because I've seen plenty of bad projects launch. You still have to just kind of pay attention. Lots of opportunity there. But we look at the top 100 cryptocurrencies when ranked by CoinMarketCap and just their most appreciation in the last 7 days. It's a down day in the market, so I find this even more interesting, deleting potentially some recent gains. So two coins I'm going to talk about a couple times in this video. I've already talked about here on the channel: Uniswap, Aave, and 1inch. These really catch my attention, and I've been talking about them more on the channel here recently. If you head over the channel, the video I uploaded yesterday was a full-blown Uniswap 2021 review, tutorial, price prediction, and all that. Basically, Uniswap's freaking awesome. And if you're ignoring it, don't. It's really cool. It's a decentralized exchange. All you have to do is set up MetaMask. We have a video guide on that, and you can click participate, and you can swap coins. Say that I want to get into Uniswap. Okay, that gave me USDC, but I want to say cash out then Ethereum to USDC. Click, done. No KYC, no account, no nothing. It's beautiful. It's just very crypto centric. You can also be a liquidity provider and earn fees for that, which is again another form of passive income. But I bring that up also because today's live stream sponsor is DexKit. They're aiming to be the leading DEX aggregator. A DEX aggregator, that is basically a service that looks at all of the decentralized exchanges and looks to give you the best deal and also reduce your gas fees if possible. And when you trade KIT, you have zero fees on their aggregator. So while there is an associated fee with using DexKit, if they find you a better deal than the exchange you were going to do, it's likely that you're going to win out. So I'll have that linked out in the video description below. I'm going to update all the links below after this stream. So obviously the market's been cooling off. I mean, it really peaked over the you look at the chart, Google Trends, peak performance right there, right? Absolutely. And it's cooling off, but it's still very hot. And there have been some coins that have been decoupling from just their, traditional BTC pairing. If you're just tuning in, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the video. I'm reading the live chat, so let me know comments or leave me comments. Let me know what you want to talk about. I'll answer them. If you have questions, I'll answer them. So let me know. Absolutely. So what I found, sometimes I just look at Google Trends because, well, it's important, especially for what I do from like the content creation point of view. If my content is like on a topic nobody cares about, well, it's probably not going to do that well. And so sometimes I just look at general terms and even just make sure I'm using the right term and so forth. And one thing I found really interesting when I was just doing some just basic level research is how much more often Ethereum is searched over cryptocurrency. And Ethereum is a cryptocurrency, but it's a very interesting to see it outpacing cryptocurrencies at Google search terms so heavily. And that kind of really puts into perspective how big Ethereum is compared to even just crypto as a whole. And if you want to say, let's take Polkadot, right? We just talked about them. And, this is tough, right? Because that's sort of a general search term. So it's actually probably partially inflated. And you look at that, I mean, it's not even close. So you're like, oh, well, maybe that's not working right. How about another top cryptocurrency? And this isn't a comparison. I'm not saying that Ethereum's the best because it's just, it's ranking high in Google Trends. But you put in Cardano, 88, it's simply a cryptocurrency just like Ethereum is. And that search performance is just vastly different. Again, I'm not here to say this or that based off that. I just like to review data instead of just make things up and act like I'm some genius crypto YouTuber, right? Can thumbs up on a live? I don't know if you want a thumbs up for me, but there it is. Thumbs up on the live stream. Appreciate it if you guys hit the thumbs up too. So I've got a couple topics, but one thing I think is real interesting, kind of continue the current topic I'm on, is I talked about the top cryptocurrencies when you look at them and you rank them by market cap, right? And you come down here and you see Uniswap. We've been talking about Uniswap so much. We haven't been talking about Aave. I wanted to talk about it more. I almost bought a decent position at 160, but I mean, I feel stupid. I put a mental number of 150, right? So I did recently buy into a nice 1-inch position, but I did not buy into an Aave position like I had wanted to. Since then, it's up over $100 per coin, which really makes me sad. But I talk about these coins because, well, look at the market, right? Look at Bitcoin. It's down 12% in the last 7 days, 5% in the last day. And so it's down, right? But Aave is up a whopping 46%. You can see it just unpairing from Bitcoin. This is huge growth, and for a coin to grow on a down day is a incredible, just like macro element, right? And it's the same thing with Uniswap. It's up big, very big. What is it, 55% in the last 7 days, 55%. And when we look at this chart, it just continues to go. When was the last all-time high? I really prefer CoinGecko versus CoinMarketCap, but I like to pull it up to just kind of get two pieces of information, right? The most recent Uniswap all-time high was just 21 minutes ago. And just think, Bitcoin's trading at like 32 grand right now. So what do you think is going to happen if Bitcoin hits 42 grand, Ethereum goes to 2 grand, all these other coins, it's going to be a rising tide scenario. And it's very interesting. The general market sentiment is changing. In my opinion, it's very bullish. And even as, again, just taking the Google search term as just the example there. If I can find my tab, we look at these terms and they're totally cooling off week over week, right? And it's projected to go down even more. And the fact that these coins are in essence skyrocketing is so exciting. I don't think alt season's here yet. I don't think so at all. I don't think the real bull market's here yet at all. I think this is the precursor. We are early, middle 2017. Until you have people quitting their jobs because they made so much money in crypto and they're like, I'm done, dude. 100x crypto, baby. You got guys building Bitcoin treehouse. See if that comes up. The Bitcoin millionaire who lives in a treehouse. Okay, this is what a bull market produced. This dude thinks he's a flying squirrel. Oh my gosh. This lets you know, if you haven't sold already, it's time to sell. So when we see the next flying squirrel, that's how we know that the bull market has come and passed. I think it's really just, you look for like ridiculous indicators like that, and that's how you really know what's going on. The next topic I want to talk about before we get to some freaking incredible 10 seconds, that's actually over 30 seconds of Tails footage. And it's a throwback. I'm talking puppy Tails if you're a Tails fan. I'm excited to watch it myself. And before we get to that, let's talk DeFi. So one thing we've talked about a little bit previously, we've never done a full video on, but Badger, right? And they've made some waves with their airdrop. Then they drop Dig, and it rebases. You can see the total supply valuation. Their site has gotten much nicer recently and much easier to navigate. Click, you connect your. Oh, didn't want to disconnect. Click, connect your MetaMask, and you can see what you have to claim, if anything. They have not completed the Gitcoin Badger airdrop, if you are wondering. But anyway, it's just gone up over $22. If you bought it the first time we talked about it here on the channel, which was late to the party, to be blunt there, you'd be up a lowly 2x, right? But everyone's a genius in a bull market too. Another exciting thing that's going on in DeFi is 1inch. This is another DEX aggregator, and with here you can stake your coins, earn interest. With that, you earn rewards in their token. They have a referral system. If you can benefit from that, you can click over to their DAO and you can participate in their governance. What that means is you can click vote. So I already voted, and then that was my vote, and you can see very quickly and easily labels you. I bring this up for one, if you're going to use something, participate. You do have to pay gas fee. Sucks, right? But then you are eligible for things like airdrops from 1inch if they do another one, or other projects. And it's the governance participators that are being rewarded very, very heavily. And if it's just based off simply using it, simply making a trade on their exchange could be, all it takes. And this is just 1inch, and they already had an airdrop. And so this is just, a quick example for you guys. One other random question, just because I saw the tab, is I talked about my tires in my last video. But yeah, I race, Miss Voss races. Super fun time. We do like HPDs and time trials on track. Love it. It's my hobby aside from just crypto consuming my life. Bit of gaming in there too, and obviously a whole lot of time playing with the beautiful tails. So I've got more to talk about. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up on the video. But I want to show you some top secret tails footage, right? So this is puppy tails. Long story short, without going on a huge backstory, I built a tiny home, and this is where we lived, and awesome setup around the tiny home. But so we're on this little prop, little nice secluded acreage. I got little baby tails out. We're playing around. It's fun. It's exciting, and I came out here with my camera, and we did this game, especially back then, almost every day. Basically, she's out there, she runs away, I try to catch her. When I catch her, she looks, if I can catch her, she looks super cute. So let's run the footage.
All right. She can outrun Dad.
You should be able to hear my audio a little bit.
Dad's too fast.
So she's hiding behind the tree. Doesn't think I know. Of course I know. Oh, she was smelling something. Boom. There we go. She looks back. The arrogant look back. Did you see the look back right there? She thinks, oh, am I chasing her? Look at those little legs. This dog is like 8 pounds right now. And I was in better shape than I am now back then. She has an epic cut. Look at this. Look, almost got, fire pit in the middle of the yard. Almost blow up my leg. And then...
His dad's too fast.
And she's just so cute. Just nothing beats Tails. She's just the best. Look at this little puppy face. She doesn't look like this anymore. She was so adorable. She went from like super like cute to just basically, I feel like she's like grown up and she's like pretty and like fancy now. But like she's just like this little like Tom girl basically. I don't even think people use that term anymore. But this is little puppy pup. And she had so much black on her. Her tail, the tip was straight black, and all that's completely grown out. Her color changed a lot after she got sick, maybe partially just due to everything that happened, and also like losing a lot of her hair. But let's run this back real quick, and let's look at Tails' huge mistake right here. Right, the biggest mistake Tails made. One, she let her guard down. I snuck up on her. She's sniffing something weird out here in the woods, right? So, boom, and we're off. And right here, you see that? The look back. Look at that face. You never underestimate a dad, okay? Because she's trying to figure out, how fast am I going? Can I catch her? How close am I? If you're really running, whatever you're running from, let's say you're running from the cops, you don't look back. I shouldn't say that on stream. You don't look back. You run forward as fast as you can. Because, looking back isn't going to help you unless you just need some motivation. So, we're going to go ahead, just for fun, let's run this one more time. Because someone requested it. You request, we did it. Got 400 viewers on the stream, not 400 thumbs up. Get the thumbs up. And if you're sick of Tails, too bad. We're almost done watching Tails anyway. So just look at this pup. Look at those little legs. I'm telling you, 8 pounds right now. She's probably as big as your foot. And just a little speed demon.
Oh, nice cut.
Man. Gotta enjoy the puppy days.
Look, gave up. Gave up. His dad's too fast.
You gotta enjoy the puppy days. They just, time flies. Time flies. They're there and they're gone before you even know it. So for all our crypto miners checking in, let's do a quick overview. We've talked about the BMK one. We've talked about the A10. We've talked about pretty much everything because that's kind of what we do, right? So we just got the A10 Pro Plus 7 gigabyte in. It exists. So I'll have that video to you sometime soon. But yeah, it's real. It exists. I have one. Can confirm. I'll post a picture probably on all our social media. Maybe later today, or if not tomorrow. If you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. I post on Instagram, but I don't reply or anything like that. There's so much scammers and spam on Instagram, especially. I have a big problem on Facebook too. But anyway, appreciate you guys supporting us on our platforms. But these are the most profitable miners right now. I still need to put together the review for the Canon 1246. So again, always stuff to do. We look at GPUs, graphics cards. They revolve around Ethereum, whether you like it or not. The landscape has changed dramatically versus this bull run versus the last bull run. that the landscape has just completely changed, because previously it was very profitable, tons of coins to mine, and you mined a lot of coins. You even mined a lot of Ethereum. Now you don't mine much Ethereum, but fortunately, Ethereum is pretty, profitable to mine right now. It's crazy to see the Radeon 7, or as we called it, the Radeon VII, baby. Just doing so well. I mean, we reviewed it literally years ago, and it's still right now ranking as number 2. What a just beautiful, powerful card for mining. All these other graphics cards are so difficult to get right now. Any good piece of hardware is so difficult to get. Everybody wants them. Mining profitability is obviously up. GPU mining as part of that. Then people are working from home. They're gaming more. They're stuck in the house. It's just everything is trending towards, I need some good computer components. And so naturally, the prices for those are inflated due to COVID and other things. Apparently, the supply chains are constricted, so we end up with less product and more demand. Naturally, the supply disappears on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up basically just the AMA portion. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. If you want to flood me with the questions, hit the thumbs up. And I'll do AMA with you all for several minutes. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. My mustache is bothering me today. Can you tell? Maybe I need to trim it down. I'm sorry about my green screen bleed. I now have like a green glow. Just, there's always something to do. Working 7 days a week. And that's been the norm the last year. A little exhausting, but it's fun. I really enjoy what I do. Just don't want to lose sight of all the things that also matter in life, in addition to just crypto and having fun and building the tube and playing with crypto coins, making coins, mining coins, DeFi coins. Bryson, you want to know, when's alt season gonna begin? Realistically, since we've seen coins rise against a Bitcoin, really, especially over the last month, 2 months, alt season has begun. My opinion. Alt season has begun, but in my opinion, it's the beginning. The crazy stuff, the ridiculous gains, they haven't hit yet. Things when like AntShares Neo went from, you buy the coins for 20 cents, right? Then it trades for $140 a coin. That's alt season. So I think DeFi is going to lead the way in alt season. A lot of people, they're either obsessed with DeFi or they're just like disgusted by it. But the fact of the matter is simply that DeFi is not going away. I'm watching all these projects build, expand, more things are launching on it. DeFi is like basically shitcoin mining plus ICOs, plus staking, plus masternodes. It's like literally everything. That's where all the fun is going to be here in this bull run. It's not going to be in mining. Like, just it hurts to say. I love mining. But the mineable coins, they just aren't launching. And every project seems to be dealing with proof of work, 51% attack issues, and maybe they have a solution or not, or but then they end up plagued by ASICs. Normally, it's just there's no projects basically out there fighting the good fight in essence. So the proof of work coins, that they're not going to be the center of focus here in this bull run. Again, the rising tide kind of rises everything. That's true. If your project's not freaking terrible, it's going to go up. But the difference is, are you going to 2x in the bull run? Yeah, that's cool. Or you're gonna 10x, 50x, 100x. I mean, if you're focused on the money, right, the money aspect, you want the life changing gains, and that's in this. Like, you could have bought Uniswap just several months ago for $1 a coin, be up 13x right now. And a lot of people think we're just getting warmed up, and that was like that's the most popular and was the most popular decentralized exchange, DEX, DeFi app, DApp. Like, literally, you just pluck the top one that was any essence of decentralization. That's how we take out things like Maker Compound, right? You literally pick the top one, you'd be up 13x to date if you bought the low and you decide to sell the high. Many people, including myself, think that it still has so much more room to grow. So let's see. Michael says, I know you did a video about what it was, and then just jump back on. Rebranded to Firo. So yeah, Zcoin has rebranded to Firo, and I think that's great. I know they recently suffered from a 51% attack. I think the Zcoin name just ended up just never really getting fully away from the confusion of the things like Zcash and just kind of hindering their growth. It's disappointing. Even I said Zcash when I meant to say Zcoin, or when I say Zcash, I say Zcoin when I meant to say Zcash. It's mentally confusing. They're very close. So I think a name rebrand is it's a good direction. Is Panda Miner a safe place to buy from? So yeah, you'll get your miner. We've reviewed several Panda miners, and in our experience, they work. Not that great. It's not ideal. But in this kind of market with this kind of mining profitability, you basically jump on anything you can get if the price is right. So if you order from their official site, so make sure you don't order from the scam one. You'll get your machine. They're not scammers. So Varus coin bridges are more efficient fees than Uniswap. Maybe that's true, but the availability. Varus coin is incredibly held back by the Komodo blockchain. So I think Varus coin's cool, but I think that it's difficult to get into. It's hard to acquire. The reasons DeFi and all the tokens that launch on Ethereum, especially. And so they're so easy to trade. Click, you're on Uniswap. Everybody knows Uniswap. They trust Uniswap. If you get a decent liquidity pairing, which is why there's so many liquidity provider incentives, boom. Now your coin can skyrocket in adoption, use, and everything like that. You have these other coins, like you can't even buy them. You're like, oh, that seems really cool. And then you click around, you join this weird exchange, and it doesn't even work. Or you're terrified that your coins aren't going to make it there, or they're not going to register, and then you try to get them out, and then you can't do it because you're a U.S. citizen, or you have to complete a bunch of KYC. It's such a massive problem, especially for newer, smaller coins. Things like, I keep bringing it up, but like Uniswap, it doesn't have to be Uniswap. Any kind of DEX, decentralized exchange, like a true one that actually has no KYC. You're not a DEX if you have KYC. You're just a SEX then, which sounds bad on stream. But, so things like that hold so many projects back. And on the flip side, if you're on the right side of that, it propels so many projects forward. Trying to buy ASIC mining rigs is the worst right now. It's true. If you don't know, it's not even the resellers that are really gouging ASIC miner prices right now, price gouging. It's the manufacturers. If you bought a miner from really any of them last year, and you try to buy that same miner today, which you probably can't because they're out of stock, they would literally charge you probably 6 times the price, if not at least like 4 times the price. Their cost has not gone up that much. And they just take straight profit on top, and it's gross. That would be like NVIDIA's like, wow, you guys really love our graphics cards, huh? And they pretty much already do this. You think they don't make a bunch of money off of their current prices? But this would be like them going, wow, you guys sure do love those graphics cards, huh? How about $4,000? And the people would still buy them because they're like, I need a graphics card for your job. your business, for mining, whatever you want to do. Yeah, so GPUs retain value, that's true, but once Ethereum mining goes away, I mean, the sad truth that nobody wants to hear, that like I feel like I always have to be the bearer of bad news, is that like when Ethereum GPU mining goes away, GPU mining is done. Okay, there's gonna be no one to fill that void. So much excess gear. It's gonna pile onto all these other different cryptocurrencies. They won't be able to handle it. There's gonna be rampant 51% attacks. There's going to be no profitability. There's definitely going to be no at-home mining with residential rates. The only people that will survive to any extent in that kind of market will be those with extremely cheap power or deep pockets that they're going to mine stuff and bank on future prices. I hate to just come off that strong about it, but that's the truth. That's the fact of the matter. And that's a big inspiration for us building a solar farm is... You know, my goal with the solar farm is more or less to pay it off as fast as I can and expand it as fast as I can and pay that off as fast as I can to whatever reasonable amount that, you know, I come to terms with. You know, there's going to be some kind of like, okay, this is perfect. I can run, you know, I don't know the numbers offhand, but say something like 100 amps of constant consumption, right? That's like my initial like medium goal. It's just 100 amps, constant electricity consumption, right? I can mine some pretty serious coin with that. And the first thing to keep in mind is Bitcoin, right? So setting up Bitcoin miners, unfortunately they are obviously ASICs, but Bitcoin mining is not going away by any means. And so that's a safe bet, going to be a part of that plan. Obviously, I love GPU mining, and depending on the market or if some crazy coin launches and really kicks things into gear, or Ethereum, this won't happen, but they're like, hey, you know, we're actually going to keep some GPU mining going, guys. You know, I'd be all about it, and I'd build gear around that. So, again, we'll see. Time will tell. Back to more of the questions from you guys. Someone asked if I used 1inch. Yes, I actually talked about that in the stream. 1inch, I like 1inch. I like the staking. I like the aggregator concept and aspect. I like, that reminds me of something. But I like it. It's good. Their airdrop is exciting. Rumor is that there may be another airdrop. So, I mean, even if you make one trade, you'll likely be eligible. Also recommended to vote with their governance because there's airdrops going specifically to governance on DeFi. Again, we already talked about it, so I'll leave it at that. Also, today's monthly video sponsor on every single video that we post this month, Compass, minewithcompass.com. They will help you start mining Bitcoin today. It makes it easy for you to find your next hosting location. Is your electricity price too high? Well, don't worry. They can help you with that. So, not only do they provide co-location middleman service, but they also sell mining rigs. So if you want one, link in the video description below. Let's hit some questions. Yeah, NiceHash is fine. There's nothing really wrong with NiceHash. A lot of people want to hate on NiceHash. Whatever. Just if you're a total noob, use NiceHash. Check it out. Get your feet wet. It's better to get your gear going and then cut out a middleman later on if you want. They provide a convenient service. You can mine anything and get paid in Bitcoin. Can be good for your taxes, not tax advice, but stuff like that. Will ETH still be profitable to mine after EIP 1559? In this market, yes, but it will be less profitable. And if prices come down, it's going to be less profitable. 1559 is just another punch in the face to crypto miners. So, it's not good. If you're a miner, recommend you speak up in all the groups. On the flip side, if you don't mine Ethereum, then 1559 is good for you, which is basically why they're pushing it forward. And that's a simple overview. Will Dash revisit all-time highs? I don't know. Rising tide, right? It could go up. It could hit that. Market could go ridiculous. Everything's going to just go well or go high. And I didn't really say that well. But, everything's could probably end up doing well, right? But nobody even talks about Dash. It's funny. I talk to people that are, like, getting back into cryptocurrency. They, after the previous bull run, just kind of blew up. Bear market hit. They disconnected. And it's funny the coins they bring up. They're like, hey man, what do you think about Neo? Hey man, think about buying some Bitcoin Cash. Hey man, I'm on an Ethereum Classic instead of Ethereum, because potential upside, baby. Or they're like, hey man, what do you think about Dash? I still got some old coins, man. Yeah, like they'll do okay in a market, but it's like you want the real winners right now, the new stuff, the exciting stuff, the coins that are like actually doing something that matters. Again, the Uniswap, even the 1 inch, right? The Aave, the Polkadot, the Cardano, the coins. Granted, Cardano is not. It's a relatively older coin, especially compared to the others. Some of these projects like Uniswap have actually been in development for years as well, but it's when they really launched, got popular, and especially like the token issuance, that really changed everything. So again, in my opinion, it's you do fine if you bank on the old coins, especially if they're integrated with a lot of the exchanges. Like some things like Dash, like coins like Dash, they never really like broke into like a lot of the exchanges. Whereas you take things like, say, Litecoin. That's a very old coin in comparison to the ones I just talked about. That's on Coinbase, right? Has a big history. And there are old school supporters, people who jump on because it's cheaper than other coins. You look at Bitcoin, you look at Litecoin, you're like, I'd rather just get a couple of those. Hopefully that does something similar, right? But also things like Grayscale. And they're fun, and then they have multiple coins in there. Things like that really kind of up that baseline and increase that potential. And when they expand their holdings and more people buy into that, people buy into the Grayscale trust, they're indirectly pumping Litecoin, whether they even know that or not. Granted, it's just a piece of their coin, or their trust. But again, it's still a piece. So it's all interesting. Yeah, actually, you're right. Dash is on Coinbase. But it wasn't on Coinbase for a while. But hey, I'm sorry. I retract my statement. Yeah, I think Ethereum Classic is really funny. Not trying to just throw a bunch of hate, but it's not Ethereum, and it never was, and it never will be. And like without Ethereum's community, developers behind it, it's just an altcoin that masquerades as Ethereum. And, all the code is law stuff, whatever. It's, I don't like the forks. I don't like the Bitcoin Cash. I don't like the Bitcoin SV. I don't like the Ethereum Classics. Change your name. What is Litecoin? It's a Bitcoin fork with a different name and some changes. And that's okay. I don't hate on Litecoin for being Litecoin, but I hate on Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash trying to say that they're the real Bitcoin. And let's say you're like, Bitcoin Cash is more like the Bitcoin described in the white paper than the Bitcoin of now. Whatever, dude. Just why don't you just say you're Bitcoin 2, like you've made a 2.0 Bitcoin, but not brand yourself that way. So again, that's my 2 cents on the matter. Hey guys, I see the comments about an Ethereum scam ad running before the live stream goes, and I'm sorry. I have no control over that. That's the YouTube platform. Basically, these scammers, they target the crypto channels. They can target channels specifically, and they're like, hey, crypto channel, better run some crypto scam ads on there. And that's all we can do with that. Uniswap predictions. Avocity, man, maybe you should click the channel and watch our video literally posted yesterday for the most up-to-date Uniswap prediction. But spoiler, it's a good one, which is a partial spoiler. ETH prediction, Duncan, got a video on that one as well. But ETH prediction, it's an easy bet to make. Easy 2K per coin in this market. The market has changed so much, the general sentiment. Messages always mess up my phone. I need to silence my phone. I'm sorry. Terrible streamer. I'm sorry, terrible streamer. But yeah, whatever I was saying. Yep. Let me know some more questions you guys have. And is there any point for building a GPU rig for Bitcoin mining? I mean, technically, you can't do that. Like, you can't profitably mine Bitcoin with GPUs. But all right, you keep spamming the chat. O-Chain sucks. Don't buy O-Chain. Not financial advice. But you gotta spam the chat. It's annoying, man. You ruin the experience for everybody. Congrats. So yeah, you can't profitably GPU mine Bitcoin, but you can GPU mine other coins. And like you can have it mined automatically into Bitcoin or mine another coin and then trade into Bitcoin. If I'm not interested in a coin I mine, like I dump my Handshake coins, I dump my Kadena coins, and it depends what I'm looking to get at that time. But like one thing I think is exciting is so I mined all of those into Hotbit, and then I traded them when I thought it was a good opportunity and I had enough coins being worth it. And I traded them into Wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. And now this is a Bitcoin fork I can get down with because it's not even a Bitcoin fork. Wrapped Bitcoin is simply Bitcoin traded on top of the Ethereum blockchain and it's pegged to Bitcoin. And so this is a popular option for, things in the DeFi, decentralized finance realm, liquidity pools, incentives and stuff like that. But it was an easy way to basically buy Bitcoin at the price. I was happy with the price as far as recent times go to get some more Bitcoin, right? And then I can put it in my MetaMask and I can trade it into anything I want or use it in DeFi. And it make it so accessible, because if I said I just bought Bitcoin and put it in my Bitcoin wallet, and then, I want to get it in, say I wanted to get it into like on the Ethereum blockchain. Well, I've got to buy into a coin that's on the chain or buy into Ethereum and then do all that stuff. But that way I'm exposed to the price exposure of Bitcoin on the Ethereum blockchain. And so that's just random piece of information, something I'm doing a little bit more of. And there's a lot of just fun and unique things you can do. I mean, crypto is so advanced compared to what it was just a couple years ago. I mean, it wasn't even close to what this is. And just the whole landscape is changing. And I really tried to take a step back over the last couple months, reevaluate everything, and focus on just growing myself as like a crypto user and enthusiast. Because it's easy to get trapped in the ways. Use the exchanges you're set up with. It's good, man. It works. I don't want to do that stuff. What I've got going on is fine. I'll just buy the coins that this exchange has listed. I'd like to get that coin, I think, but I don't want to go through these extra steps, so I'm just going to go ahead and ignore that one. Or maybe I'll buy that coin when it comes to the exchange that I'm registered on. That's fine. But if you buy that coin then, you're buying it from all the people who probably bought it cheaper earlier on. And so that's really the most important thing. I shouldn't say most important thing, but like that's something I personally have been focusing on and just trying to, again, just improve myself. This market, there's so many opportunities provided. This is kind of a little grossly bullish comment, but it's like hard to go wrong in this market. Oh man, you didn't buy the right coin. You only went up 2x, and that one went up 4. Ouch, right? You look at buying coins over the last couple of years. If you did not buy the right coin, you could be down like 70% or more quickly. I mean, it's been terrifying, and it makes you numb, jaded, and it's exciting. It's exciting to just have a fresh market, a lot of fresh people in the market, and just trying to like realign that perspective, refresh, utilize all of my and as well as yours knowledge that you've learned, whether it's just the last couple months or last couple years, but bring that knowledge to the next bull run. Because if I had this knowledge in the previous bull run, I'm confident I can say I would have been incredibly successful and I wouldn't have been burned in huge ways like I was before. And so I'm really excited for this market. I want to bring you the best content I can. And I want to make the right moves because in addition to all the content, I do all kinds of just crypto trades and whatever else behind the scenes. Some stuff I bring to the tube, some stuff I don't. I try to really maintain a third party, unbiased opinion on things. Granted, I still obviously bring my opinion, but it's supposed to be unbiased. I don't want to tell you something so great and you think it's just that's because I have some. If anything, I put my money in the things that I believe in. I talked about Uniswap, and then I increased my position. And I've talked about it more, and my position's more or less stayed the same. Actually, due to impermanent laws, my position's gone down. But I'm up in Ethereum, so I'm never really mad about that one. And again, so a lot of people, they just want to pump and pimp their bags. It's not my thing. To be honest, even with almost 200,000 subscribers, which is super freaking cool, I still couldn't pump a Bitcoin if I really wanted to. But again, I'm not trying to come off the wrong way. That was never even my goal or purpose. My goal is to bring you the best content I can, entertaining stuff, content you can learn from, condense all the research I do every single day of the week into videos that are easy to basically consume. Maybe you're working like you're hopefully just a normal person, right? You work in that weekly job, and then you tune in and you're trying to keep up. I'm exhausted trying to keep up with cryptocurrency, and this is all I do. So I can't even imagine trying to do this. I mean, I can imagine. I did it before. It's impossible. You can't even keep up like fully with one sector in cryptocurrency, let alone everything. So, you just, I just keep doing, just trying to do the best I can, I guess. And just kind of like all of you guys probably are as well. Do I invest in the stock market as well? I do a little bit, but to be honest, like crypto exposes me to so much risk. I mainly focus on that. I buy stocks here and there, absolutely. But again, it's not my focus or priority. And if you think about it, if you want to round me up, right? Then, I say this, I'm not trying to come off the wrong way. So if you would consider me a subject matter expert in cryptocurrency, right? And let's say you do. I'm absolutely not that when it comes to the stock market. So why would I invest my money in the stock market when I spend all day in the crypto market? If I want to expose myself to basically the upside and potential downside, why wouldn't I choose the category that fits me? And so that's why I've never really, I don't talk too much about stocks and everything like that here and there. I actually recently made like one of the first stock focused video in a while. And it was all revolving around crypto stocks because that is a really interesting way to, like, if you want to get more dollars into it in a different way, a different app, quickly, easier. I mean, if you have a stock that's related to Bitcoin and Bitcoin pumps, the stock's probably going to pump, if not sooner than later. I view yes, energy potential to grow up. Did you watch our recent video on it, man? Come on. But yeah, that's a good way to put it, Jay Walton. Sticking to your domain of confidence, and I like that. I might steal that. I'll credit you. I'll probably forget though. I flood so much info into my brain, it can't even keep up these days. But that's a good thing. It's like, okay, like you could invest in this and the stocks over here, and then completely switch sectors within the stock market and try to invest over there. And then, you want to now you're trying to flip a house. So now you're going into real estate investing and trying to be in tune with that. And your buddy says, Bitcoin's the way, but you think you know better, so you buy some cheaper coins. And so now you're invested in crypto. And that, it's exciting that, say just take that person, for example. They're trying to make money, right? And I got to respect someone who wants to make money. Because there's two things when it comes to crypto. You want to make money and you love the tech, more or less. And then there's obviously the whole area in between, right? And I mean, it just the society, the world we live in, it revolves around money. So you want money. You want to increase your standings. There's things you want. You don't want to stress about bills. You want to be able to probably provide for yourself and others, provide for your family, and so forth. So money's so important, whether you want it to be or not. That's just the fact of the matter. And so, and I respect someone who's looking to increase their standings. You know, they're like, okay, I'll take the risk. I'll buy this stock. I'll buy that crypto. You know what? Yeah, I'll spend my weekends flipping that house. That's great. It's way better than the dude who just sits on like the couch all day playing Madden. And then I hate those people when they say like they're like, "Wow, must be nice, man." You know, people think that like they're like, "Oh, like you just got lucky. You bought Bitcoin and then like you became rich." Yeah, dude. It was that simple, right? You know, these people have no idea. And buying cryptocurrency, just period, especially previously, is so much more difficult and just intense than buying a stock. Any little pleb can download Robinhood, click, buy Dogecoin. Good job, buddy. Yeah, real impressive. But you come out here, you learn about private keys, you set up a wallet. I mean, I talk about DeFi so lightly, but it's a daunting task to begin with. You don't know any of this stuff. What the hell is a crypto wallet address? You got to download this little wallet that goes into your browser, and then you got to set it up. You get a private key. If you lose your private key and your computer blows up, you lose all your money. That's a terrifying concept, especially initially, right? You got to do that. And then you go to this thing called Uniswap. What the hell is Uniswap? Go there, man. And you got to buy this other token. Don't worry, it'll be in your MetaMask. But then go over here and do this liquidity provider thing. You make like 700%. But by the way, if you don't sell, someone might dump on you. And you're like, what? Then you got like little Jeff over here. Oh, Dogecoin's going to $1. Look at my TikTok. Oh, I'm an investor. Did you know about the moon sign? It said that if you don't buy a Dogecoin on January 5th and January 33rd, then you're not going to be rich. Like, just think about that. So if you're in crypto, you're watching this stream, like be proud of yourself. Seriously. I mean, you're on cutting edge tech. And the deeper you go, the prouder you should be. And how quickly you can forget is, yeah, that's right. New fork coming soon, my friends. Uniswap. But the deeper you go in crypto, the more you are forced to learn. And really, like, you gain so many skills along the way. Let's run it back, right? You want to get into crypto, you build a mining rig. And to do that, you have to learn what cryptocurrency is. You need a cryptocurrency wallet. If you ever want to turn it into dollars, you're going to need an exchange. Bunch of tasks already. Oh, by the way, you got to figure out the right gear to get. Then you got to figure out how to put it together, okay? You're building a custom computer here now, my friends. And granted, it's relatively easy, but it's still a daunting task, especially up front, and especially depending on how much that costs you. I mean, when I bought my first rigs, like I spent literally every dollar I ever had on the stuff. Like it was intense, it was fun, it was exciting, and it was terrifying. And you know, you have this pressure that mounts, right? But not only now you set up this rig. I didn't even finish my whole example. You set up this rig. Now you got to do a mining program. You got to set it up. You got to make sure it's right. My first night mining Ethereum, I wasn't mining to my address. I was stoked. I was like, yes, I got it. I got it set up. And I even built a pre-built one, right? So like most of the stuff was like almost done. I literally had to plug it in. I had to plug the graphics cards in, plug just the thing into the wall, PCIe connections. And then all I had to do was edit my address in the miner program. I messed that up. Total freaking noob. And so it's so quickly everyone forgets the beginning so quickly of your journey, my journey, everyone's journey, and kind of where you came from. I can't even remember. I want to say that when I did that, I forgot to swap. I think I started the miner. I was like, yeah, we're doing it, mining, baby. And then I was like, oh, I got to change the address. And I can't remember if if I just if I just completely messed it up, or if I made like a separate bat file, or if I had gone and edited the bat file I was using. But if you have it actively mining and you edit the bat file, it's not going to change the current mining execution. So it didn't matter. Anyway, I'm all freaking stoked. I wake up the next morning. I was coming off a night shift, so I was tired. Then I was tired when I woke up. I log in, I look at it. I see that it was mining all night. It didn't burn down, blow up the house. I'm stoked, right? And then I go and look at it. And I see the shares. They've been adding up. I'm like, yes. I go to the mining pool to look at all my profits, my riches, right? My crypto riches. Nothing. So, that's just like one example of like a random just learning curve. And that's just one piece. Then, DeFi's, it's a whole different animal. So there's a lot of different directions you can go. It's so frustrating because with this market, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling bullish, right? I would build, I'd grab 3080s, 3090s. I'd grab 4000 RTX TIs, which don't exist, by the way. I'd build a rig with them right now because it's just so profitable. Depending on the car, it's like $5 to $10 a day just on Ethereum, which I'm, pretty bullish on right now. But you can't even get the gear. And the last thing I'm going to do is go and pay a bunch of scalpers on eBay. One, it'll piss me off. Two, it sets back your break-even point. And, yeah, so, again, just kind of just doing it, right? That's kind of the big thing is one of like not even like a specific question I get, but it largely revolves like this is like a answer to many different questions. That's like so philosophical, right? The answer to many is simply like, just do it. Get in the game, try it out. Don't risk a lot of money. I mean, just have fun. Learn about the tech, play around with things. And in that essence, you're basically like, you could even just view it as a test net, right? If I put right now with the gas fees, $100 might not take you too far. But you could do it and just kind of mess around with some dApps, learn about the space. There's other blockchains that are cheaper to use, but much less projects to interact with and potential upside and whatever. But the point is, and it's not just about DeFi. I keep coming back to DeFi, but it's just anything. Just getting some coins, start staking this, mining that, even just hodling this. It's so exciting, and I almost like, maybe pity is the word. It might come off a little arrogant, but I pity the people that know about Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency and choose to ignore it. I pity the people that previously were involved and maybe they made mistakes and were burned and now they refuse to participate. Because this is like we hit restart, man. It's on. And I still am so confident that there's such a big upside still coming. And I mean, just imagine knowing how to do all this stuff and you choose not to. Mining is super profitable. There's people who have had plenty of rigs and then they quit. It's like, dude, they may even have this set up. They could be hooking up as many rigs as they want, say in their basement. But they they quit. And it's the people who stick with this. They do well. And no, like, I mean, you take Bitcoin and its recent all-time highs, right? Prior to the run-up, literally any day you bought Bitcoin, even if you bought the literal top of the previous Bitcoin bull run, if you had just been like, wow, what an L, right? I'll just come back to this in the future. You would have had now well over a month to sell at a profit. Numerous days to break even. And above all, if you sold when Bitcoin was around 40 grand, you would have doubled your money from buying the previous top. So it kind of comes back to, just participating, not panic selling, and just believing in the long term. I think that's one of the biggest problems, is not enough people believe in the cryptocurrency just like vision. You're here for the a lot of people don't maybe not even maybe they don't even realize it, but like, you're here for the pump and dump. You should be here for the tech, make money along the way. um and again, this is never investment advice. I'm not here to do that, just kind of sharing my input. Just, and things really, I tell myself to remain calm, because when things come crumbling down in price, even short term, I feel it. It hurts. I feel terrible. Makes me sad, pisses me off, depresses me, all the negative emotions. Because you say, wow, if I wasn't greedy and I would have just sold then when I was like, wow, I'm really happy with these numbers, I would have X money. Maybe that would change my life. Maybe that would buy me the thing I want. I'll be honest. I want a nice truck. I've always wanted a nice truck. I'm getting really close to getting my nice truck. And, it sucks, because if you don't take those gains, they're unrealized. You have unrealized profits. They may never exist. You may have to wait weeks, months, years for that possibility again. So I get it. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so again, as a random aside, I guess just looking forward, this is the kind of mindset that I really want to, I've been just personally just trying to develop, increase my, just do better. I just want to do better, simply put. So looking forward, that's the big goal, is I want to keep bringing you guys good content. I want to make better content. I want to create more research content. I've been hiring people. And so right now we have 2 full-time video editors. Still working out the process and everything. It's growing. I don't want to seem like I'm changing by any means. Like, oh, boss used to be like just a dude in his garage, and now you have a team. But my goal here is, I want to be the best. I'm competitive, and so I don't want to be the 7th biggest crypto YouTube channel, or whatever, however the rankings fall. To be honest, that pisses me off. I want to be number 1, right? Who doesn't want to win? I want to be the first loser or the last loser. And to do that, I've studied, basically my competition, right? And you would be astonished at the team sizes for some of these guys. I won't even drop names unless you really want me to. But so I'm about to hit 200,000 subscribers. Most crypto channels who have 200,000 subscribers have a full-time team of 5 or more people. There are some channels that literally have 20 people employed, even if some of it's loosely, with a core team of like 5 to 10. That's astonishing. That's mind-blowing. So when these guys, they put out 2 videos a day, and you're like, how the hell is he doing that? It makes you, to be honest, I worked over 4,000 hours last year. And, not to get all sentimental and everything, but, I really balance, I really value time in the sense, because, this is such a depressing way to look at it, but it's how my brain works. It is basically and this applies to other things. But especially Tails. I love Tails so much. And we only have so much time together. And if I spend all that time working, and then her life, it ends, right? It's so depressing to think about. But that happens. And I work, and I'm like, oh wow, I did really well. I'm gonna hate myself. And I worked too much last year. I'm a little frustrated with it, but I don't regret it, because I figured things out, made big strides, made huge progress, And with the money I made last year, I bought 50 acres, and it's not just for the solar farm. Tails loves the outdoors. We basically grew up in that, or not we, but she grew up in that kind of environment. And she like just literally gets stoked when we go out and, we call it just the woods, right? And so I couldn't just be more happy and proud that I was able to, secure that. And so this year we're going to move there, and she'll have this awesome environment for the rest of her life. And, that's something I can be proud of. It depends what it depends what you want to do and what you value, what you care about, and I don't know, just to really share some details about me. That's how I think, and things that impact me and how I feel. And so, one of the complaints recently on the channel is some people have think that I've noticed in the comments, and this isn't everyone, and sometimes it's a loud minority, and as opposed to how the majority feel. But some people think that my content has become a little disconnected. It's so focused, and there's different styles, right? I can make this more vlog style and talk more about me and what I'm doing, or I can make a video really focused about a specific project with some of my input, again, if you consider me the subject matter expert, right? But there's that style, and then there's like, hey, this is all that stuff I'm doing, here's why, and here's like what's been going on over here, and here's my beautiful dog, and we're doing this, and then this weekend I'm excited to go here because they have like an epic chicken sandwich, stuff like that. And I know some people care, some people don't care, so that's why I try to keep it kind of like as a mix. And I appreciate all you guys tuning in on the stream, giving me your feedback here live, right? So, yeah, I mean, really, above all, that kind of makes me reminds me, I'm really grateful that you guys exist, tune into the content, because I couldn't do what I do without all of your support. Yeah, the biggest thing you could do for me and the channel, if you care, is simply just to tune in and watch the videos, hit the thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate if you guys watch a video and maybe you didn't like the project, maybe you didn't even like the video, but you watch it, you hit the thumbs up because you support the channel as a whole, and then leave a comment and give me constructive criticism, give me feedback. And that way you just kind of keep refining the process. Anthony, that's a good point for the sound effect volume at the end of the video. I've been meaning to, so I have to basically redo that. It's kind of it's like a finished clip that just gets plugged in now, and so I've got to go back there. I think I'm just going to completely redesign it from. I still love the animation. I don't want to continue using it for the probably through the rest of the year. But I think I'm going to go back through and change the sound effects, because I find specifically that the coin sound effect is just kind of like too loud, kind of ear piercing. It doesn't completely line up with everything. And Jorge, thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Absolutely. And Tekken, I appreciate the donation as well. Show us some cheap mining build and doing you. I can do that. It's tough to get graphics cards right now. I actually would have had some fresh builds, but I can't get gear at a good price. And even if I can scrounge up some gear, it's not fun if you guys can't replicate it. I show this, cool build, right? And if you guys can't do it, it's people are just gonna be mad at me. Like, and then it's gonna almost seem like, oh, what are you showing off, man? And obviously that's not my intention. But yeah. So anyway, so the stream's been going pretty long. I'm gonna go ahead and just take a couple more questions and comments from you guys, and then go ahead and wrap it up. And let's see. I wish I should have added that on-screen chat. But Demon Slayer 1, absolutely fantastic anime. But everybody knows that if they know anything about anime. But I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I know. I feel you said some people in the crypto space criticize you. I don't know why. And he thinks I'm a good, honest guy. doing great things. One, seriously, thank you. I appreciate that. And personally, I felt like once my channel just grew in subscribers, I just like, I started just getting like negativity. It's like when I was like a noob, I didn't know anything. I was just doing stuff. And a lot of stuff I was even doing wrong. People were like, yeah, nice, nice. I was like, I was this little underground channel. And then the channel got more popular, and it's like people put me on this pedestal. Like I just know everything. I don't know everything. This channel literally started with me knowing nothing. Never built a computer, never bought a coin, never mined a coin. Literally nothing. You know? Best thing I did is I set up an Instagram bot, and I did like some minor mods with computer games and built like a website with like basic skills, like not a good website, you know, just built a website. Like wasn't I wasn't some impressive, you know, tech guru. I love tech, obviously. But you know, again, I wasn't a tech guru, and I really want that to speak as a testament of like, you don't have to know tech to get into this. You don't have to know tech to get into mining. You don't have to know tech to get into cryptocurrency. You just need to want to learn, you know? If you're on this channel, you're a smart person, okay? Everybody knows that. But seriously, it's, you know, if you want, you can learn anything that you want to learn. You know, I don't care what anyone told you at any point in your life. If you can focus, you can discipline yourself, you can learn and do anything you want to do. And it just comes back down to how bad do you want it. Do you really want to learn how to build a mining rig? Do you really want to just learn how to get on a crypto exchange and buy a coin? If you want to do it, you will work hard and you will accomplish it. And I believe in you. If no one else believes in you, I still believe in you. Seriously. So the chat. Red Panda Mining, smash that like. I agree with them. I think these likes are off balance. If you're a real supporter of the channel, hit the thumbs up. Seriously, you know, it's fun and it's huge for video rankings, especially after the stream ends. I mean, all that stuff's huge for the algo, and supporting us via, you know, interaction with the YouTube algorithm, you know, all content creators is huge. Also, I imagine you probably heard of him by now. The dude puts out a video every day. He's a freaking machine. But Red Panda Mining, he has just, just great mining channel. So, do I talk to Rolf anymore? I don't talk to him regularly. I actually have an interview with him. What was it, last year? And I hasn't made it to the tube yet. So I have some really cool footage I need to get to and edit, but just always so much to do. Again, that's why we've been bringing on additional video editors. I need support. I'm working a lot. You reach this point, you're like, I can't do anymore. I'm maxed out. So again, you know, if you are interested in joining the Voscoin team in any way, if you Google it, you'll find the links, and let me know. I mean, obviously, I can't employ 100 people, but if you want to work full time in crypto, this could be a fun, cool opportunity. Maybe not. Maybe I'm the worst boss. Maybe. Only one way to find out. So, Jorge, that's cool to hear that the channel is good for blockchain developers, and you said the Insight offers knowledge and perspective, and you know, that's cool to hear. And one cool thing is that numerous up and coming developers for blockchain tech, they watched our videos, they found out about projects, they reached out to those projects, and then became members of those teams. I think that is so cool. You know, I look at Voscoin and I'm like, how can I create value? You know, what can I do that creates value, right? Because I mean, it's that simple. I mean, that's really what business is and capitalism is in essence, right? I mean, you create value and you get rewarded for it. I don't want to just create value to get rewarded for it. But you know, obviously it's part of the equation. Your boy's got bills too, and you know, I like to go to the track, and it's not the cheapest hobby. But the point is, you know, how to create value for you guys, and just trying to, you know, create good content, interesting content. You know, put the right projects on the map if possible. And hearing that, like, just my content has connected subscribers with cryptocurrency projects, and they join that team part-time, full-time, and that's what they wanted to do. that to me, that is incredible. That is absolutely incredible. Another example, if there's like if you have if you're serious, you're not gonna make me look bad, and be clear on that one. If there's a project you want to get in touch with that you want to join, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I want to work with you, Vozcoin. Like, say there's a specific project, and whether we've talked about them on the channel or not, I would be happy to help bridge a connection, just to even get your foot in the door. You know, who knows? Maybe I can just get you that one video chat that may change your life, may change that project for the better. So again, you know, there's so much stuff here, and that's kind of, I want to get even back more to more just value building content. A couple videos I'm working on. One is actually just how to start working in the Bitcoin, Ethereum, cryptocurrency, blockchain sector if you want to, because a lot, like, the initial impression is like, oh, I don't know Linux, I can't be in crypto. Dude, these projects need every kind of person, whether, you know, it's business development, marketing, literally management, payroll, web design, obviously, very oftentimes blockchain developers, which could be arguably one of the most lucrative careers of this decade and the last decade, but especially this decade. If I was going into college, that's what I'd be focused on. And if that college didn't offer me that, well, to be honest, I'm not even a big believer in college. So I'd be learning, I'd be sitting at home. I don't know. I wish I could go back and change my perspective. I wasted a lot of time when I was younger. I did spend a lot of time, you know, working on projects in my previous businesses. But, you know, I did a lot of things right. I did a lot of things wrong. It'd be fun to go back with just everything I've learned so far. And obviously, I'd buy some Bitcoin, my friends. But anyway, I'm trying to learn with modules, but they don't go over the basics. Where can I learn to begin? Rachel, well, one, cool car picture, and thanks for the donation, appreciate it. And regarding your question, you know, that's offhand, like, not a bunch of examples come to mind. I know there's one game that teaches you how to develop there's one site, there's I think it's two sites, but it's like led by the same team. Basically, they teach you how to make two different games on the Ethereum blockchain. And again, this is basically why I want to sit down, compile all this information. And I mean, really, that's a good video topic too, is just how to learn to be a blockchain developer. And as someone who I've forked some coins personally and messed around with it, it's not insanely hard, but it's not easy. And that would be some really fun content to create as well, kind of just like the blockchain basics. And I can tell you from my point of view, as someone who's just not a developer, I think that's the big disconnect, is the people who do push that content, they have a lot of developer experience, which, you know, if you're new, you don't have. So anyway, give my basic overview style. And again, you know, I'm not going to teach you how to make the best, most innovative project ever, but I could get you rolling with the basics, and then, you know, you could take it from there. So that would be fun. Yeah, honestly, my brain has been so fried lately. Just this market, trying to keep up with it. It's been insane. So I write more things down than ever and have like all kinds of notes. So regarding applicants that have applied with us, I'm gonna reply if I haven't already. I've been really focused. I've been really focused on just building out the video editing side, because that's been my biggest time sink over the past years, is just video editing. You know, just it's a totally different piece of your brain, it feels like, than like the research, the creative side. I mean, editing is creative, but like in a different way. It's a mix of production and creative. So, anyway, so let's see, wrap this up. I keep saying that, and then I keep going on and on, but I feel bad leaving you guys. You know, you tuned in. It's fun. I don't know. I really enjoy the interactions part, because, you know, when I shoot a video, and publish it, there's no interaction. We recently premiered a video, which was fun. So a YouTube video premiere, if you don't know, and it'll say Voscoin's premiering a video. So hopefully you get that when that happens, which you can get more notifications if you click the bell icon and click always on. Then you always get the notifications when basically we do stuff. But that's a fun way, because with a premiere, it's edited footage that it starts and it runs all the way through. You can't go backwards. Whenever you open it, you jump into that piece of the video. But there's a live chat, so I can interact with you guys. Again, just it's fun and engaging. When you compare that with publishing, just straight publishing a video, which is just posting a video to YouTube normally, it shows up. The end is great. People comment, and I comment back, or try to. Comment back on a lot of the comments, and obviously that's fun, huge engagement. But it's not real time, and we have been just flooded with spam comments, impersonators. It's exhausting. It might look like we don't do anything. I spend like an hour a day reporting accounts, banning accounts, fighting spam and impersonators, largely on YouTube, but on all platforms: Facebook, private accounts, business accounts, Instagram. It's everywhere. It's exhausting. Z Subiu. Basically, I have a really hard time paying over MSRP for anything. If you're taxed on mining, that is a question for your tax professionals. But every event in crypto is technically a taxable action last time I checked. But I know they changed a couple of things, and I'm not totally up to speed with the most recent tax laws. Do I have a regular job? PokeStars. I do. It's called Voscoin. And I said this earlier, but last year I spent over 4,000 hours just working on Voscoin. So if I just had a regular job, I'd be working half as much. To put that into perspective. Couple more questions. All right, so I'm closing it out. 1.5 minutes. That's the end. That is the end. So 1.5 minutes. Get your questions in. I'll answer as many as fast as I can. Again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Well, so I know talking about investing in coins. I'm going to share some of my portfolio soon. I'm just going to make a whole video about it, and it's not going to be, obviously, it's not a show. I'm just going to share the things that I'm personally in and why. Things that I think have value in the short term and long term, and again, just putting my money where my mouth is. But oftentimes, coins I consistently talk about, I have a good opinion of and think that they're going places. For example, things like Uniswap and 1inch are all the rage right now for more than one reason. When will the job requests come in? So the response to the job request right now, I've been focused on video editing. Once I, get the video editing team all set and on track, then I'm going to be looking for a couple other positions. So to be honest, I don't know. I'm trying to go through this stuff as soon as possible while still maintaining good content output. Chewy, you work in a DAO, decentralized autonomous organization. What do you do? Tell me about it. Let's see. Time's closing out here shortly. Is the E3 good miner? No. Are you going to cover XLM? I can if you want. It's basically, Stellar is competitor to XRP. Is it the new XRP? Now that XRP is under scrutiny, yet it's bounced back in price. XLM has done really well as far as price goes as well. I think a lot of people basically kind of bet on XLM as an alternative, or they, on the flip side, you could look at it as it continues to grow. Okay, I just read a comment when I was trying to. I just mixed thoughts with trying to read. A lot of people looked at Stellar as an alternative, and then some people said, "Oh, the SEC is suing XRP. XLM is basically forked just like XRP, so that means that they're going to be under scrutiny very soon as well, trying to basically eject How's Tails today? Tails is good. Tails is good. We were playing earlier. Happy and healthy. All I could ever ask for. Jorge says to stay on, but I have another video I want to publish today. I've got to wrap that stuff up. But again, it is really fun interacting with you guys and just seeing the viewership. I would like to see the likes be more than the current viewers. Right now we're at 400 and 438 live viewers. So we're down 60-ish from the top. So we peaked. Somebody sold the top in viewership. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already, please. Let's see. As far as best motherboard, I mean, to be honest, most motherboards are pretty good. It really depends on what CPU you want to run. I mean, do you want to just go run like a classic 1151 socket and you get a cheap one, and that'll work for you. Let's see, what time is it? Uh-oh, I got the dinner is almost ready text. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Vosk is the best. My man Dan put this towards my truck. I would rip that, but what you just said, but I have to say that really loud to do it properly, and I'm gonna blow out everyone's eardrums if you're wearing headphones or something. I don't even remember what I was saying now. Is there a good crypto auto bot? That's something I've been looking to make and follow up on some previous bots. There's some good options. There's some bad options. We've talked about both. Kind of recapping that. But it's not as simple. Uh-oh, we did it. We got more likes than viewers. This is huge. I can retire now. Thanks to everyone who hit the thumbs up. That's cool. That's my new goal. Every stream, more likes than viewers. Simple enough, right? Like, numerically, should be simple, right? Yeah, nobody wants a cold dinner. Well, actually, that's just really mainly one guy spamming it, but a couple other people have asked it. Is Litecoin a good buy? You can buy Litecoin if you want. Personally, I'd rather buy Ethereum. My 2 cents. It's not a bad buy in this market. Rising Tide. Panda Miner. We've got multiple reviews on Panda Miners. I invite you to watch those videos. A Panda Miner. Why did I just get an accent? Panda Miner. A Panda Miner. It's okay. I haven't tried their newest model, so I can't speak directly on that one. The first one I had problems with. The second one was better, but it's still a little disappointing. So hey, maybe this big third iteration is maybe that's the future. Joey, is that a compliment or an insult? I don't know, but I need to know. Hey, I can't give you investment advice, brother. You got to buy whatever you want to buy. But stay tuned to the channel to see what we're talking about and the reasons why. Uh-oh. I got a Tails inbound. She says, I've got to go. It's dinner time. It's Miss Vosk. All I do is just talk to my computer all day. Come here. You're going to get air all over me. My black shirt. Say hi.
Hi.
Are you a good girl? I showed you on stream earlier.
She's so grumpy.
You're grumping? I just said you were having a good day. Why are you grumping? Tails is super moody. She's like super emotional. How often? Like she grumps all the time.
Oh yeah.
It's raining out. It's raining outside. That's one of the reasons she's grumping. That's a grump contributor, a grump factor. But anyway, I appreciate all you guys watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's still always so cool and exciting that hundreds of you all tune in to watch me talk about this digital coin stuff and look at my dog. So again, I appreciate you, and I'll see you all in the next video, which dropping one tonight. So
Woo.
You better watch it.